Welcome, everybody. Thank you very much for being here. How about a round of applause for Risa? It is always a pleasure to bring up new faces and new voices to help this industry recognize greatness. There's been several who've mentioned a thanks to SCRS for hosting this, and I think it's important for me and for us to clarify. Somebody needs to organize events, but we want an event that is an industry event for everyone. This is not an SCRS event. It is a collision industry event for every organization that wants to recognize greatness in this industry. So with that, we do have an SCRS Awards event in April, where we recognize standouts in the industry relative to our association. At our April event, one of our recipients was unable to be there, and so we decided to reserve awarding this recognition for today's event. That award is the SCRS Affiliate Association Award. It's an award that we give very infrequently. It's for associations who stand out amongst the others in our ranks. We have nearly 40 associations underneath our umbrella, and we normally reserve it for instances where other associations look up to one of their peers for the work that they've done or for the stage that they've set in the industry. And in this case, this particular organization worked with their state regulatory bodies, with other industry groups, some of whom are here in this room, and worked to develop a consumer guide to insurance and auto body repair through a very collaborative effort that ended in a product that I think all in the industry can look to and utilize as a reference point for their own states. So with that, I'd love to welcome John Mosley with the Mississippi Collision Repair Association to accept this award. Real quick before I make the last introduction, I do want to say congratulations to all the recipients so far today. It's truly been a remarkable event. I'd like to say thank you to BodyShop Business and the Automotive Management Institute for their contributions and support of the event, and to all the organizations who came to the table to both recognize someone and understand the complications with the slides. With that, I'd like to welcome SCRS historian Jeff Hendler to introduce our next award.
Well, as everyone else has said, good morning. I'm up here to present the Kina'ole Award, which is an award that honors the name and spirit of March Taylor. I want to read what Kina'ole means. It's doing the right thing in the right way, at the right time, in the right place, to the right person, for the right reason, with the right feeling, the first time. Kina'ole. It's a way of life. And I am the administrator of the March Taylor Memorial Fund, which was created when March suddenly passed on a scuba diving accident. He had a heart attack under the water and passed from our presence. He had the foresight to do that on my daughter's birthday. And many of you might know that March was a mentor to many of us and a friend to all of us. And the award is not for March. It's about the spirit of March. And I think that's important that we draw that distinction. It's an award that is presented to people that absolutely embrace March's spirit, Kina'ole, the right thing at the right time for the right reason. And you can't hammer that enough. March was a unique individual. He owned a tremendous auto body repair facility in Kona, Hawaii, but he worked in the back. March was a technician, and he had a technician's heart. The award seen here has March Taylor's work shirt framed inside of it. I had one of those shirts framed in my office. I gave it to my grandson. This will tell you how much March Taylor meant to us, because my grandson's name is March. Okay, and I think he's got March's spirit. Barry's down there laughing. Barry's the dad of my grandson. But anyway, March showed up in our industry to support those who toiled in our industry. He wanted to help the guys in the back by making sure that the people in the front were doing the right thing, that transferred over to a successful back shop. He showed up, and for 2 years he didn't wear shoes. No shoes, Hawaiian shirts, but a tremendous smile and a great mind that sat and watched and observed and then spoke. And when he spoke, he knew of that which he spoke about. So our recipient today, with the exception of the shoes, has that same spirit, has that same, I'm going to show up and I'm going to help this industry any way I can. Our recipient is a mentor to many, which you will come to understand what that means to all of us. And I will guarantee you, you cannot attend an event in this industry where this recipient is not present. Always there. Every association knows this person. Every association has felt the work of this person. I want to bring up Gary Wano. Gary was the first recipient of the March Taylor Award, and when we presented it to Gary, he couldn't be here because he had family matters at home. Think about Kina'ole and the fact that Gary had to miss this kind of an event because he was taking care of business where it counted most. So Gary, if you would, share thoughts on March, the mentorship, what it's meant. Gary Wano.
This morning we hear the term mentor at this microphone quite a bit, because that's what this industry is about. It's about the willingness and the drive. It's about all of us giving together to make this a better place. March Taylor, bar none, as far as I'm concerned, was probably the #1 mentor that I had through the automotive industry. We started an operation back in 1985, became part of the national piece around 1993, had the ability of meeting with March and March's meetings as he started coming in nationally. To talk to March it's really tough to follow you there, buddy. To visit with March was visiting with a business professional with a hands-on ability and nature that, again, as Jeff said, he knew what he's talking about. There wasn't a piece of that operation that March did not have something involved in, and for the most part, as JD said, he was the voice for the technician, because that's what he was. Now we talked, and again, many times we've heard about the mentors that we have within this industry, and there are so many. There are so many people out there that give unselfishly. There are a lot of people standing behind this mic that have I think, Chuck, you mentioned it, going home and hugging our families. There's a lot of time spent on the road for a lot of us, and some of that mentorship from people like Chuck and JD and Lulicio and others. The names will keep going and March Taylor specifically. These mentors of ours in this industry are not only mentors in the industry, but they're mentors in our life. They're not only colleagues, but friends, or travel family, if you will. So I think as we announce this recipient, you'll see that in the actions of this recipient, that everything that you've heard at this mic today, this morning, is alive and well within this individual as well. So,
go ahead.
All right. We would, as the first recipient of the March Taylor Kina'ole Award, I'm honored to present this award to Ms. Petra Schroeder.
I really don't know what to say. I'm totally overwhelmed by the honor to receive this award. I have had the pleasure to know March much too late in my life, but the short time that I had the pleasure to know him and talk with him, it was just amazing, and I wanted to talk more with him. And every time I came to CIC, when I came to Hawaii, I always searched him out and I wanted to talk with him because his spirit is so present still today that I was very grateful to have known March for a short period of time. I still don't know how I'm deserving this award, but I gladly accept it, and it means a ton to me to receive this today and be able to be in front of you. And thank you for everybody that kind of slightly checked on me. Are you coming to the award? And when I checked with Aaron, when I checked with Aaron, because I was trying to sign up and I couldn't find the sign-up sheet, he said, just show up and come a little bit early and there will be a spot for you. So thank you very, very much to all of you, industry friends, colleagues, mentors, trainers. I mean, I have this passion and love for this industry for the longest time, and I'm very, very grateful that I was able to be in this industry and still come, even though I should be in bed and a retiree and not necessarily get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to come to 7:30 breakfast. Thank you so, so much. You have no idea what it means to me. Thank you.
Whew. That one touches home for me. Kina'ole, not Kina'ole. Kina'ole. All the words that come with the meaning of Kina'ole, Jeff is spot on. It's about here. It comes from here. You can talk about doing the right thing at the right time for the right person. You can say it day in and day out, thousands of times, but it has to come from here. And when it comes from here, amazing stuff happens.